Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. We really do appreciate it. And as always, we'd like to thank our viewers, subscribers, and our members, because without you, we're not us. So let's talk about McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Scarecrow Carnival of Criminals. This is the living Scarecrow, and it is from the DC Classics. This action figure is available now, and you can check it out with the links are down in the basement. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you going to pick it up? And do you think the figure is accurate or inaccurate? Let us know. But right now, let's roll them off the stand and let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the figure up close. Okay, so the figure up close, I mean, if you look at it, it's proportioned right if just the figure alone, right? McFarlane pushing things out quicker than ever, but he is not this proportion. We know these are reuses. You see the legs, you can see that's like Batman, Superman reuse, arms as well. You just add stuff to it, then you glue it on, or however you do it, and then you paint it, right? But this is definitely a reuse of legs, body, of course, because if you're looking at Scarecrow is very, very skinny. Look at the card there. I couldn't find any more pictures to be accurate, but we know that Scarecrow is skinny. He is not muscular or built. He is a slender guy, or he's just a scrawny guy, like in the cartoons. So this build is not right. It's just a reuse of old figures, and they just should have made him very, very skinny, right? Not saying it doesn't look good, but it's not accurate, right? So take a look at the hat. I like the hat. It has that gray material to it. It does look like a Scarecrow hat, but it is missing the rope. It has one rope. I think he has two that goes around, if it's accurate, right? But you see it flowing down there. You look at the, I guess, poncho. It's PVC, and that looks pretty decent as well. The body looks good, but it's definitely not a Scarecrowish body. That's more like probably a Batman or a Superman, I'm sure. There goes your belt. The paint, it looks good. The belt looks good. The gray, what do you call this here? I don't know exactly what that's called. Going around the hands. The work on that is fine. You fray that out, paint it up how you like. And then you see his pants, which is Batman legs or Superman legs. You got some paint here pertaining to a patch. That's paint. There goes the legs. Fray up the pants. And you do have those ugly feet that he uses on most of his figures. Almost all of them. But they're kind of pointed at the end there. That looks maybe like some Superman feet. Right? Look on the back. There you go. Not much to it. He's all brown. Put some black wash into some crevices, and you got yourself a Scarecrow. But for the appearance, I do like the face, because how the mouth has it. It looks like it's, it looks like you can put something in his mouth. And I do like that, how it's kind of looking like his mouth is sewn together. That looks really good. And the eyes are not bad themselves. Let me get some lighting to the eyes, see how that looks. Check that out. Okay, you see that? That's not a bad job on the face. But the face needs to be slender. It's a little bit too round off. Maybe more of an oval shape would be better. But that's too round. Okay? He's too big, too thick. Right? Okay. So the appearance wise, it looks good, but it is not accurate. Okay. And that'll do it for the appearance. Where's McFarlane? Okay. For the accessories, you see you get the figure, you get a skull, and you get the scythe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that right? The scythe? Okay. But it would be nice if he had a little more accessories to him instead of just the two, because of the fact that he does have the gas, because he is the Professor of Fear, right? So it would be nice to see that Jonathan Crane would have more than just a scythe and a skull, right? But that's what we have. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories up close. Okay, looking at the accessories up close, we'll take a look at the skull. You see him? He's holding it there. You got one hand that's open, so that's the best you can do with it holding it. So you see it there. I think that's the best you can get it. If you can get any better than that with that hand, congratulations. But here we are. There it is. There is your skull. It's pretty basic. White, black wash, crevices. You have a skull, right? I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, you can also use it for other things, right? Because it does have like a little concave area. You can see it there, right? I think you can see it there. But you see that little concave area there? Okay, so there you have, there's your skull. Nothing to it. but done well, right? Okay, next off will be his scythe. This thing is, it could break easy if you're not careful because of his hand. If you look at his hand over there, you have to heat it up to try to put the wooden, that's plastic, but looks like wood, right? The wooden handle inside his hand, because you will snap it. So here it is. That part right here goes in his hand, and this could snap if you're not careful. So I would advise to heat it up. But here it is. You see the blood on there. Yeah, you see the blood there. Yeah, okay. Hooks around. Nothing to it. Very basic. Silver. Throw some blood on it. Wooden handle. You got it. Nothing major there, right? Okay. And there is your scythe. Farmer's tool, right? Okay. And that'll do it for the accessories. Okay, let's go ahead and scale them up to get that scale going. Okay, we got Batman, of course. He doesn't like, he's not a fan of Batman at all. He doesn't like him, right? And here, let's put a little Superman in there. Get that. And of course, we'll throw the larger figure with Darkseid. Let's get these guys scooted over just a tad. That way we get Darkseid in the mix. Right, there he is. Got him? I think so. But you see it though. Let me back out some. There we go. There you go. So you get the idea. You see the scale. It's okay. Doesn't look that great, but you do get the idea. Okay. And for the packaging, this is pretty basic by McFarlane Toys. He does it pretty much the same with most of his figures. So let's take a look at it. You see that you have the trading card and the action figure base in the back behind the action figure and the accessories behind the big bubble, right? And you also take a look at the bottom. You're gonna have the DC Multiverse and Scarecrow. If you take a look at the side panel, DC Multiverse there, Scarecrow, DC Classics, and of course the McFarlane Toys logo as well, right? Take a look at the other side panel. You're gonna have an open window, DC Multiverse, Scarecrow, and you'll have some sayings at the bottom there. You can pause that if you like. Clear that up for you. There you go. Check that out if you like. And on the back, he always has his trading card in a blown up fashion, right? You do have Scarecrow, DC Classic, McFarlane Toys, and some stuff there. If you want to pause it, read it, you can. And if you look at the very top, he always has his cutout. Look down the figure, and there goes your 22 moving parts and McFarlane Toys and the ages. And that will do it for the outside of the packaging. And of course, I gotta show you, when I take out the accessories in the bubble, you do see the action figure base and the trading card. Of course, I keep both of those in plastic. I don't use the action figure base at all. And if I want to read the bio on the back of the trading card, I just go online and check it there. And that will do it for the inside. Okay, for the articulation, I don't see how it would be too limited. Right, we got the articulation here, your head movements. You got the hat on, right? But he's still on a ball and socket, so everything's okay. A lot of stuff just in the way, but you can still do what you need to do. As you can see, I think that's how it really is. That how it goes? Is that supposed to go in the front like that, or in the back? I'm not quite sure. It's supposed to go that way, or this is supposed to be in the front. Let me know in the comments. I didn't really see the picture there. Let me check something. I don't see it. I'm gonna put it in the back, like it's tied on them, right? Okay, so head movements are okay. You're gonna have it tilts. There you go. Tilts there, tilts there. So you're fine there with the head movements on the ball and socket. No latch, just a ball and socket, right? Okay, arms are on that basic latch system that rotates, and then you do have your bicep swivel there, double jointed arms, and of course your rotating hands with those funny latches of their own. God, those are ugly. Break really easy. Okay, you do have lower waist rotations, and of course your sternum has play as well, right? There goes your click flies there, like your Batman and your Supermans, right? And then you have your double jointed legs, and of course the feet they do have the pivot in the toe, and they do sit on that crazy latch, the same kind of latch in the hand, but just a little bit bigger. And it's very horrible trying to make this pose as a figure. You try to pose this figure, it's very hard. Very hard for him to stand up, very hard for him to pose. It's just the legs and the feet are difficult. I do not like this tooling of this figure. I never did. It's just so hard to get them to pose right and stand right, just because it's so awkward, right? There you go. That's how you have it. Well, anyway, that's it for the articulation. Not much to it. Pretty basic. And there you have it. Okay, for the pros and cons. The cons is it doesn't stand well. The joints on the legs and feet make it very difficult. That's why I have him leaning. There's not enough accessories. He gets a skull, and then he gets his scythe. That's it. He should have his gask because he is the Professor of Fear. We don't have that. Also, his proportion is way off. His head is too round, too big, and he's way too thick because they used reuse. They didn't, make it specifically for him. He's supposed to be very, very skinny. So those are my cons there. But the pros are, if you're looking for the figure itself, you're not worried about accuracy. It does look good. The paint's good. Even the face is very detailed, like in the eyes, like in the mouth. The hat's cool too as well. So for me, 6 out of 10. Let me know what your thoughts are.
And you guessed it, you can get it at McFarlaneToyStore.com. Just check out McFarlaneToyStore.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.